The reality is that Five Nights at Freddy's is this voracious fan base, and at the core of it is a game that is near and dear to their hearts. The best thing about doing this film is that every day Scott is on, the creator of the game is on set every day, right? He is instrumental in writing the script, in helping build the animatronics, in crafting that world. He is vigilant in protecting that fan base. It's actually really heartwarming. So I come home and I said to my wife, I was sitting there in the kitchen and I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do this movie. And she's like, why is it, so what's it called? I'm like, Five Nights at Freddy's. And my kid, my middle kid comes out, they were like, what? What do you mean? Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm like, yeah, I got this offer to play this character in Five Nights at Freddy's. They were like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. What part? And I was like, the yellow rabbit. And they were like, ah, well, I don't know that character. It must be a new animatronic. Dad, that's crazy. And so I was like, yeah, it's kind of fun. And we started talking about this other role, playing, the guidance counselor. And then Heather goes, well, what's the other role? He says 2 roles. I'm like, yeah, his name is guidance counselor. Like, no, you said another name. I'm like, oh yeah, William Afton. And my kid was like, what? And starts screaming William Afton. And then my son starts running down the stairs. And like literally my middle kid goes down to their knees and they're like, you're playing William Afton? And then Liam runs in and goes, Dad, you gotta be kidding me. What? And they both freaked out. It takes a lot for me to go down a Matthew Lillard rabbit hole, or like a project rabbit hole. I don't really, I try to avoid those. It's just not my, it's not my thing, right? And so I don't really, every now and then my kids will be like, oh my God, the things that my friends are sending me right now about you, what the heck, is it horrible? That's hilarious. So every now and then I'll get like a horrible thirst trap and I'll send it to my kids just to torture them.
You were fantastic, though.
Frankly, I think we're in another golden era of horror. I mean, you look at Art the Clown, you look at these iconic films that are happening right now, or they're really The Conjuring, or Talk to Me, or like there's just so many brilliant low budget indie horror films. And I feel like right now we're having this renaissance in horror that's really fantastic. I'm not a horror fan myself, so I'm not out there visiting those movies. I can't. It's too much. I'm too emotional and I get freaked out. But I will say this about the 90s is that, once you get a great piece of IP, right? If you get a Freddy Krueger, if you get a Jason, if you get, a Michael Myers, like the ability to keep going back. Scream Mask is freakish on its longevity and its durability. I always felt like, well, I was alive. Man, you're gonna bring me back for Scream 3. I can be alive. And I would always throw out memes or whatever, working out. I'm like, I'll work out, get shredded. I've been in jail for 20 years. I had all these sort of approaches. And, at some point, Kevin in the last 6 months was you have, somebody asked him, he said, the Scream franchise no longer needs Matthew Lillard. He should not come back. And I was super hurt because I'm out there working, and the guys from Radio Flyer that did 5 and 6 were setting up all these Easter eggs that Stu was still alive. And I'm like, it's being worked on. Kevin, don't crush my dreams of coming back. Robert Englund is a horror icon. Tony Todd's a horror icon. David Howard Thornton is a modern day horror icon. He's on his way. Art the Clown is huge, and he's fantastic. Matthew Lillard, not a horror icon. Matthew Lillard's had small pieces on a very long tapestry of